There is no suspense about who will be the next prime minister the day after next week's elections. And the 8 Knesset candidates participating in the last Jerusalem Post debate were all well aware of that.
Right now, facing the elections, we look at the list of candidates, and it's absolutely obvious that the only candidate that is able to cope with the international pressure and still to act according to the Israeli interests and not because of the international pressure is obviously Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm not bringing you any breaking news on that.
Over 1,000 people filled the Jerusalem Great Synagogue for the debate, which was co-sponsored by the synagogue and the Association of Americans and Canadians in Israel. The debate speakers also included Bayit Yehudi leader Naftali Bennett, veteran Labour MK Isaac Herzog, Strong Israel MK Aryeh Eldad, as well as representatives from Meretz, Yesh Atid, Shas, and Tzipi Livni's party.
We want to bring peace. We want to make all these wonderful things happening in the Middle East. We are not selling dreams. If peace will ever come, it will come under a leader like Benjamin Netanyahu.
Bennett, who said voters should strengthen Netanyahu by voting for Bayit Yehudi, received loud applause from the crowd.
The Likud, the Yesh Atid, etc., all support establishing a Palestinian state within the land of Israel. I vehemently oppose it. I think it would...
Meretz representative Laura Wharton said that some people are living with the illusion that Israel can continue the status quo, which she said is not viable if one takes a realistic look at the numbers in the territories.
Naftali Bennett said something about 1.8 million Palestinians. That is not an accurate figure. The conservative figure is that there are 3.5 million Palestinians in the area that some people call Greater Israel. We need and deserve a state for the Jewish people, and I'm very proud we have one and very proud to serve it. But we're not going to be able to do that if our 8 million are trying to control 3.5 million. And the best thing that we can do for our country and the country that I dearly love is to draw a border and work and focus our attentions on developing our country and leave them on the other side of the border.
Alon Tal of Tzipi Livni's party emphasized that social-economic issues are closely tied to the security budget.
For those of us concerned about Israel's economic crisis and social gaps, we will never have progress unless we move forward with a peace process. And with all due respect, the scenarios we hear, the defeatist approach mean that we will be locked into a military commitment which will cripple our ability to bridge the social gaps.
Strong Israel MK Aryeh Eldad criticized Netanyahu for supporting a two-state solution and Bennett for wanting to join a government that would negotiate over the formation of a Palestinian state.
I belong to this kind of Zionists who believe that the land of Israel belongs to the people of Israel and nobody else in the world.
Jeremy Gimple, who stepped in for Bennett during the debate, said that the Likud needs the Bayit Yehudi party along its side.
Only a strong Bayit Yehudi, where Bibi Netanyahu can then say, listen, I really would like to help you, but there's Naftali Bennett and Jeremy. They're not letting me. That's the only way that he will be able to withstand the international pressure.
The biggest question remains what kind of coalition will be formed in the next government after Israelis go to the polls on January 22nd.